Divers, welcome to my YouTube channel. If you are new here, you're highly welcome. And for all subscribers, it's really good to have you guys back. I love you all. For this training, I'll be teaching you this wonderful design. Please stay tuned. For this training, we'll be using a stretchy fabric known as poly. This is a shiny poly, and I have cut 2 pieces of it. This particular one is for the band, and mind you, this stretchy part is the length part and the non-stretchy part is the width part. So it measures 22 inches length by 5 inches width, 22 inches length by 5 inches width. Then this particular material is for the base, and it measures 24 inches length by 20 inches width, 24 inches length by 20 inches width. Don't forget, the length part is the stretchy part. Alright, next thing I'll be doing is to mark down 2 inches throughout. 2 inches throughout, just the way I'm doing. You mark down 2 inches. Alright, I'm done marking everything down. You can see how it is. And the space I gave there is 2 inches. Alright, next thing I'll be doing now is to fold where I marked out. Please give a close watch on what I'm doing. You can see the way I held those places. I marked that. You can use your chalk to form a straight line if you want, but I didn't do so. Just hold it down, you take it to your sewing machine and sew down the way I'm showing you. Okay, I'm done with you can see how it is done. I had to sew it down horizontally, and this procedure is what you do for the remaining ones. Just hold down those marked places. If you're finding it hard, please use your ruler and your chalk to form a straight line before sewing. You can see the outcome of mine. See the back view, how it's neatly done. And this is the front view. Alright, next thing I'll be doing now is to locate the center of the base. This is the back of the cap or the base. So you fold into, use your scissors and just notch. Please don't notch too much, just cut out a little. Then for the band, you can sew down if you want. If you look closely, you see it's the front I'm sewing, not the back. The front is facing me. So you sew down the way I will just do now. You can see I've done mine. The reason why I did this is for beginners, so you understand what I'm doing. So first of all, take it to your sewing machine and sew that part. Then you fold and notch the way you did to the base. Next thing you'll be doing is to locate the center. You can see that part I notched, right? You take the base and place on top of the band. I'll use my pin to hold it. That place you use your scissors to cut. You use your pin to hold the band to the base. Then you can use your pin to hold the remaining parts, just the way I'm doing. Then you take it to your sewing machine and sew down. And I've attached the base to the band, and you can see the back view and the front view. So next thing you'll be doing is to fold. You fold it and you sew down. Please, if you're finding it difficult to sew perfectly, use your pin to hold down just the way I'm doing. I don't know if you get me. So use your pin to hold it down, so it will be easy for you to sew when you get to the sewing machine. So you take it to your sewing machine and sew down this way. You stop here and you go down, stop here, go down and stop there. Alright, you can see the way I did mine, just like L shape. So I'll be using my scissors now to cut out the edges so it will sharpen it out. Those excess, you cut it out. You can see the way I see mine, right? Alright, what I'm doing now is to straighten it out. I'm trying to locate the center of this point, that's why I'm dragging it out to locate the center. So I'll be using my chalk to mark out the middle. So I'll be using my needle and thread to form gathers at that center. Please watch closely and see how I'm gathering it. I'll place my needle down and pull it up. So at this point, you take your needle backwards, just the way I'm doing. What I'm trying to do is to form a stitch that will lock up what I did, that gathers, trying to hold it firm so it will not lose. So I'm done with it, and this is the outcome. You can see how it is neatly done, and my pleats has been dragged to each other. It has formed gathers in front. Alright, the next thing to do now is to do a running stitch at the back of the cap base. I'll form from this point to the other point using my needle and thread. Please follow this step I'm doing now to form the gathers at the back. When you get to this point, please stop here. Stop where I stopped. You can see where I stopped, right? You stop there and you drag your needle out. So let me turn it out so you see how it looks. You can see how I formed the gathers, right? So next thing I'll be doing is to lock it up and follow this same step to lock up yours. Alright, I've concluded the turban cap base and you can see how it is. Next thing I'll be doing now is to do the embellishment, and this is my sugar applique. I'll be using this applique for designing the cap base. You can use your candle gum or your UHU gum or your B6000 to gum down to the cap base. What you will do is just plug in this glue gun to the light and use the candle gum to rub to the applique, then you gum it to the cap base. Also, you can use stones to embellish. You can use anything you know that can boost the beauty of your turban. It's not a must you use these ones on the screen, but mind you, what boosts the beauty of your turban is the kind of applique, the kind of stones, the kind of flowers you use for designing. Alright, I will do mine and show you the outcome. So I'm done embellishing mine. You can see how it is. Hope you enjoyed this class. Please, if you have reached to this level and you've not subscribed yet, please do so. It's really good to have you guys till this time. Thank you and see you next time.